Hey guys, it's your girl Tiffany Matthews, Best Darn Realtor here in the Baltimore, Maryland area. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about finding the right mortgage lender and some things that you probably want to ask your lender. All right, let's get right to it. So, I want to talk to you about the three different types of lenders that you might run into. So the first one is the broker. The broker is the middleman. That broker is going to be able to reach out to multiple lenders that you might qualify for and be able to provide you a comparison of what they're offering, and then you can make the best choice from there. However, with the broker, you are going to incur some additional fees for their services, so you do want to think about that. The broker is not the lender. The broker is just the broker. They are looking for different lenders who can provide and fund you for your mortgage purchase, okay? Now, the next one is going to be the bank. So the bank is the most obvious one. Most people know about that. The bank is a direct lender. The bank is going to be able to service the whole loan. You're going to make payments to the bank on the loan, and they will be with you through the purchase and the whole step of you owning the home for the 30-year, 15, 10, 5, whichever one you choose, okay? The bank usually is going to have some different programs that they actually have internally for their bank, okay? And they also might partner with some of the state and government programs, and that's a big might. But these are some things that you'll want to be able to ask them when you actually go through that process of doing your due diligence. The third mortgage lender is through a mortgage company, and they are also direct lenders. They only do mortgage loans, okay? They also provide direct lending to you. However, most times they are going to be selling your loan to basically free up money on their end to one of the larger banks, okay? They also have different incentives themselves, different programs that they offer to offer assistance for down payment or closing costs, and usually they do partner with some of the state and government programs. The key thing here is that you want to be able to find out which programs they are working with, because you may be approved for one that they don't work with or partner with, and therefore you would have to find another lender if you wanted to continue to use that particular program. Okay, let's talk about some of the questions that you're going to want to ask the lenders so that you can be prepared when you actually have your initial consultation. All right, the first one is what interest rates are offered. Okay, so you'll want to find out what interest rates they're typically lending right now. If you want to be even more specific with that, you would need to ask them to run your credit, look at your documentation, look at your credit history, and be able to give you a specific interest rate, okay? And I do recommend that you do that if you're highly considering this particular lender. Go ahead, it's not going to make that much of a ding in your credit score, okay? The next thing that you're going to want to ask the lender is, how many days does it take for you to complete the loan so that I can get to the closing table? And typically, most lenders are going to do a 30-day close. Sometimes they can close sooner than that. If they are participating with some other third-party entity, like a state-funded program to provide additional money for you, then it may take a little bit longer, okay? But that is a question that you want to ask. Sometimes they're just so busy that they have to push back the closing date from a traditional 30-day to maybe a 45-day. But these are things you'll want to ask, and it just also is going to depend on your timeline, when you need to be moved into the property, etc. Okay? But that's a great question to ask so that you can make your decision. Next question is, do you offer any down payment assistance programs? And then find out if those are internal programs that they're offering, or is that something that is a state-funded or government-funded program? Okay? If you're a veteran, that's a government loan, and you go to a lender that does not do VA loans, then you know right off the bat that's not going to be a lender that you want to work with because they don't do VA loans. Unless they can come up with a better loan product that's going to offer no down payment, then, you know, usually they're going to lose you as a client. But that is something that you will want to ask the lender while you're doing your due diligence. All right, final question here is, what fees do you charge for your services? So a lot of people don't ask this question. They usually find out what the fees are when they get to the closing table, and they're looking at all the fees that the lender has charged for the services of providing the mortgage. Most people are fine with it because obviously they want to get into their home. However, if you do the legwork up front and ask these questions and do your comparisons with different lenders, then you will know this up front and you will be able to make a decision on which lender you'd like to go with. And it might be the one that's offering you less fees. However, you may decide to go with the one who has higher fees, but they offer the programs that you need. So it's just going to be one of those things that you have to get all the information, weigh the scales, and see what works best for you. I hope this information was helpful to you guys. As always, you can reach me by clicking on the link below, and I'd be happy to talk with you and help you in any kind of way. Have a great day.